Every Monday at exactly 9 in the morning, I sent my parents $700. Without fail, it became my ritual. My quiet way of keeping peace, of pretending we were still a family. Maybe it was love. Maybe it was guilt. Maybe it was hope that if I kept giving, they'd finally see me. Not as the disappointment who left home too young, not as the daughter who failed their expectations, but as family again. After my night shifts, I'd sit at the kitchen table with a mug of cold coffee, my laptop open, Ava's crayon drawings taped to the wall beside a pile of bills, my eyes always heavy, my hands always tired. I'd type in the same numbers every week, watch the confirmation message blink across the screen like a heartbeat. Payment sent, my mother never thanked me. My father never mentioned it. But when their car broke down, I paid the mechanic. When their power bill was overdue, I covered it before they even asked. It wasn't generosity. It was survival. Keeping them comfortable meant keeping the peace. Ava didn't understand, of course. She thought her grandparents lived far away, not just 30 minutes across town. Sometimes she'd spin in her glittery skirt and ask, "Can Nana and Grandpa come to my dance recital?" I'd smile and say, "Maybe next time, sweetheart." She'd nod, full of faith. Kids always believe, I used to believe too, that parents soften with time, that love finds its way back through cracks of pride. I even imagined them sitting here again someday, holding Ava's tiny hands, telling her stories about when I was her age. But every call reminded me how far gone we were. My mother's voice was always cold, precise. "Don't forget to add the groceries this week," she'd say. "Your father's pills are almost out." Not a request. A reminder. Sometimes late at night, I'd hear Ava in her room playing with her dolls, giving them names like Mommy, Grandma, Grandpa, making them hug, laugh, share cookies. Watching her made my chest ache. She was building the family she wished she had. When her birthday came, I went all out. Streamers, balloons, pink lemonade, and mason jars. I even found a secondhand bouncy castle. Ava twirled in her pink dress, cheeks flushed with joy. "Do you think they'll come this time, Mommy?" she asked, peeking through the fence as guests arrived. I smiled, forcing it. "Maybe, baby. Let's wait a little longer." But I already knew. By 3 o'clock, the candles had melted into soft pink puddles. The lemonade was warm. The laughter faded. Ava sat on the porch steps, a cupcake in her hand, her sparkly shoes dangling. "Mommy," she whispered, "do you think Nana and Grandpa are almost here?" I smiled the way mothers do when they're breaking inside. "Maybe, sweetheart. Maybe traffic's bad, but there was no traffic. No call, no message. Just silence." That night, after tucking Ava into bed, I scrolled through photos on my phone, her smiling with friends, balloons floating behind her. Every picture felt like proof that I'd tried. Then I saw it. A text from Mom sent that morning. 4 words, "Tell Ava happy birthday." That was it. No call, no card, no visit, not even a period at the end of the sentence. I stared at it for a long time before finally pressing call. Dad answered. His voice was sharp, annoyed. "What is it, Penelope? Why didn't you come today?" I asked quietly. "We didn't feel like it. Dad, Ava was waiting for you. She made you a card." A pause. Then the words that split my world in half. "Your child means nothing to us." For a moment, I couldn't breathe. I just stood there, phone pressed to my ear, staring at the blank wall. No crying, no yelling, just silence. Ava's drawings fluttered behind me on the fridge. Crayon hearts, stick figures smiling in a world that didn't exist. I whispered to no one, "Okay." That night, I didn't sleep. I sat at the kitchen table, listening to the hum of the refrigerator, watching the clock tick past midnight. Every Monday at 9 a.m., I had sent them money like clockwork. It wasn't love. It was a transaction, a way to buy peace. But peace built on guilt isn't peace at all. I picked up my phone, opened my banking app. My hands trembled. I scrolled through the recurring payments. Rent, groceries, their bills. Every one of them had my name beside theirs, and I started deleting. Click, cancel, confirm. With each deletion, my heartbeat steadied. By the time I reached the last line, automatic transfer, $700, every Monday, I felt something loosen inside me. Delete. Gone. 8 months of habit erased in seconds. Then, 40 minutes later, my phone buzzed. A message from Mom. Can you order us dinner? Nothing fancy, just Chinese or something. We don't have food in the house. 40 minutes. That's how long it took for them to notice. I didn't reply. I locked my phone, set it face down, and whispered, never again. The next morning, sunlight spilled across the kitchen table like nothing had happened. But I couldn't shake his voice. Your child means nothing to us. Around 10, their landlord called. Ms. Hayes, the rent didn't come through. That's unlike you. It's not my responsibility anymore, I said calmly. Later, my brother called. Pen. Mom says you've lost your mind. I laughed softly. Define lost. She said you're cutting them off. I am. He went quiet. Then he said, good, I'm done too. I froze. You been sending them money too? Yeah, he said. Not as much as you. Groceries, gas. I thought if we both helped, they'd change. They never told me. They never told me about you either, he said. Guess we were both paying rent on the same guilt, sis. Then I whispered, not anymore. A few days later, I woke up to a notification. My parents were live on Facebook. The title read, The Truth About Our Daughter. My mother sat on the couch, clutching a tissue. We've always supported Penelope through everything, she sniffled. But she's been making up lies, telling people we refuse to see her child. My father leaned closer to the camera. She's been forcing money on us for years. She needs help. And then he held up a printed photo of Ava in her birthday dress and said the words again. This child does not exist to us. I froze. I didn't even cry. I just watched in silence. By the afternoon, the video had spread across our small town. Comments poured in. Who says that about a grandchild? This is disgusting. Praying for their hearts. My cousin Lauren called that night, furious. They showed up at the family reunion today. They're trying to get sympathy. An hour later, I saw a new video online. Grainy, filmed from someone's phone. My parents stood in the center of a backyard surrounded by relatives. My mother was crying again, pleading, we love our daughter. Then Lauren's voice cut through. Before or after you said her kid doesn't exist? Someone played the recording on speaker. My father's voice echoed through the crowd. Your child means nothing to us. Gasps. Silence. Uncle James stood up slowly. If that's how you treat your granddaughter, he said, you don't belong here. They left without a word. That night, my brother called. You saw it? I did. They embarrassed themselves, he said. Finally, I whispered. And I didn't have to do a thing. Sometimes the truth handles itself. Weeks passed. Their church removed their photos from the website. The landlord changed the locks. Their friends went silent. I didn't celebrate. I didn't even post about it. I just took Ava to the park. She drew stars on the sidewalk with chalk. This one's for Uncle Ryan, she said, smiling. The air smelled like rain and sunlight. When we got home, there was an envelope in the mailbox. Inside was a handwritten note from Aunt Virginia. They chose pride over love. You chose your child. That's what family is supposed to look like. That night, as I tucked Ava into bed, she yawned and asked, Can Nana and Grandpa come next year? I hesitated, then said softly, No, baby. They won't be coming anymore. She nodded, thoughtful. That's okay. We can invite Uncle Ryan instead, I smiled. Yeah, sweetheart. That sounds perfect. When I turned off the light, the room was quiet, but this time it wasn't empty. It was peaceful. For years, I bought peace with money. But that night, I found the kind that doesn't cost a thing. Some betrayals don't need revenge. They need silence. They need distance. They need a funeral. And that night, I buried the version of me that believed love had to be earned. I chose freedom. And that choice, quiet, steady, final, was the loudest revenge I could ever give. If you've ever had to walk away to protect your peace, You are not alone.